Hello there and welcome back to my channel. This is What If Naruto Was a Neglected Prodigy Part 3. Now, when we last left off, they just were assigned teams. Now, Naruto was in Team 7, yeah. And when you skip the next day, the teams were in the class, and every sensei came to pick their teams up. And in this, I'm gonna switch up a few things. Now, Obito is alive, and he's married to Rin. And the joining instructor for team 7 is still Kakashi, and Kakashi doesn't have the Sharingan. And the joining instructor for team 8, which is team Mamito and Sai, is Kushina. Not Kushina. Let's make it Obito. Okay, now we skip. No, this time Kakashi came on time because he's not depressed. He's still depressed. Now Kakashi came and said, "You look pretty boring. Meet me on the roof." They all went. Naruto, Sanshin to the roof, and Naruto grabbed Ino and Sanshin to the roof, as well as Sasuke. Now, when they went to the roof, they saw Kakashi, and they sat down. And Kakashi asked them what her goals, likes, and dislikes. Ino started first. Ino said, "My likes is Naruto and flowers. My dislikes are arrogant people, and my dream is to be the best Konoichi in the village." Now, Sasuke was next. Sasuke said, my likes is training with Naruto and Sakura. My dislikes are villainous people. My dream is to be the best Uchiha head, the best head of the Uchiha clan. Now, Naruto was next. Naruto said, my likes are and training and ramen. My dislikes are my father and my brother. My dream is to be the strongest ninja in the world. Yes, Naruto doesn't want to be Hokage. The Hokage title is gonna go somewhere else, and he kinda like it. Anyways, Kakashi said, "Okay, that's some pretty good likes, dislikes, and goals. Now, tomorrow we'll be doing a test. It's called the bell test. I'll say the details for tomorrow. Now, you can go." Now, Kakashi sunshined away. When he sunshined away, Sasuke said, "I have a date with Sakura. Bye." And he waved and went away and walked away. And Ino said, "Do you want to hang out, Naruto?" And Naruto agreed. And they went to his house. They didn't do anything. They just watched movies and ate snacks. Anyways, the next day, and I'm gonna make this an extra long part because I love this series, and I have a pretty good twist to it. Anyways, the next day, they met. Kakashi said to meet at 7 a.m. They all met at 7 a.m. and Kakashi was already there. Surprising. Anyways, now Kakashi said, the bell test is a test where there's 2 bells and you gotta take them for me. Now, Kakashi said there's also another team would be joining us, and then Team Obito came, and Obito said this will be a joint exercise, and Menma said, "Why you have to be with that loser?" And Kakashi said, "You don't have to work with him." Anyways, they said, in go, you start. 3, 2, 1, go. Everybody jumped except Naruto. This time, Naruto said, I want to test my skills, so fight me. And Kakashi and Obito said sure. And they both charged at Naruto, and Naruto was dodging them pretty well. And Naruto started glowing yellow. No. Let's say he has Fox Sage mode. It's basically the same look as Toad Sage mode, but instead of the yellow and the orange outline and the yellow eyes, it's all red, and the eyes have a slit in them. No, Naruto entered Fox Sage mode, and Kakashi and Obito were pretty confused on that was, but they could feel the change in chakra, and they couldn't feel it. And Naruto started dominating them, punching them around and bouncing, knocking them around. But before this all happened, Naruto already took the bells. There were 4 bells because, yeah, I don't care. There were 4 bells, and he already took them, and substituted them with pebbles. Now, uh, let's skip. The exercise was about 3 hours. Let's skip 1 hour in. Kakashi and Obito were pretty damaged, and Naruto was didn't have even a scratch on him. Now, Naruto deactivated Fox Stage mode and said, "This will be enough for you. I weakened you enough," and he jumped away, finding his team. Now, when Naruto jumped away, Team 8 jumped at Kakashi and Obito, but Obito and Kakashi just substituted away. Yeah, they substituted away. And Team 8 tried to fight them, but Kakashi and Obito were hiding their chakra because they want to rest from the fight that they just had. Now, we skip 2 hours. Nobody could find Kakashi and Obito because, except Naruto, he could feel their chakra. Anyways, nobody could feel their chakra except both of them. And the alarm rang. Now, Kakashi and Obito came out and said the exercise is over, and called everybody. And Kakashi said, "You all fail because he didn't get the bells." And Naruto said, "Are you sure about that?" And he showed them the 4 bells. And Obito said, "What?" And he looked down to see his bells, but they just poofed and turned into pebbles. And Obito asked, "How did you do that?" And Naruto said, "Before our fight started, I took the bells." Now, Kakashi and Obito were pretty impressed and said, "So, which one will you give the bells to?" And Naruto gave the bells to all of them. Let's say there were 5 bells, not 4, 5. Then Naruto gave the bells to all of them and said, "This exercise was about teamwork. I know this exercise because my dumb father made it." And Mima said, "How dare you call my father dumb?" And Naruto looked at him with Kurama's eyes, and Nenma sat down and said "demon" under his breath. But Naruto could still hear him, but he just ignored him. Anyways, we skip about 2 months. During these 2 months, uh, Team 7 was just doing direct missions, and one day they went to pick up another mission, but Sasuke asked the fourth Hokage for another mission, and Minato looked at Kakashi for to question them if they're ready, and Kakashi said yes they are. Now, Minato gave them the same mission, the Tazuna mission. Then Minato called Tazuna to come in, and Tazuna came in drunk, and he said, "Are these brats supposed to protect me? Look at the black-haired one. He looks evil. He looks what does it look like? He looks weak. And look at the blonde-haired." But before he could finish, there was a kunai to his neck. Talk about Ino, and Naruto said, "Talk about Ino, and I'll kill you." Tarzana said, "Yes, sir," because he doesn't want to die. And we just skip 1 hour. No, Kakashi said for his team to meet at the west gate, not north gate. I think it was the north gate. Anyways, at the gate, and we skipped and told them to pack. Now we skipped 1 hour. Everybody was in the west gate, and Kakashi said, "Let's start our journey." And they walked for about 1 hour, and they saw a pond. But Naruto noticed the pond quicker than Kakashi did, and he said in his mind that it hasn't rained in months. And then Kakashi realized too, and Sasuke realized the last. Now, when the Demon Brother came out, they passed the pond, and when the Demon Brothers came out, Sasuke took one of them, and Naruto took the other. Now, Sasuke knocked out one, but Naruto killed him. Let's say Naruto uses a katana, a long katana, like the one that I think her name was Samui. I think her name was Samui, yeah, from the Cloud Village. As long as that, the one with red hair. Anyways, and his sword is as long as that. Now he sliced off his head, but Sasuke then just knocked him out and tied him up to a tree, not a tree. Now when he woke up, he found himself tied up to a tree and with glowing red eyes staring at him. Yes, now Sasuke has a Tutomoe Sharingan because Itachi trained him. A Tritomoe, because Itachi trained him. And he was pretty terrified and the Sasuke put him under Genjutsu and to tell the truth. And Sasuke asked, "Who sent you?" And the demon brother said, "Gato sent him." And then Naruto looked at Tarzan and said, "I knew you were lying about the mission. I could feel it." And Tarzan said, "What? How could you feel it?" And Naruto said, "I have some tricks up my sleeve. Anyways, tell us the real mission." And Tarzan explained his situation about Gato terrorizing the Wave Village and his family. And Kakashi looked at his team, and before he could say anything, Naruto said, "We're continuing this mission." And Kakashi just nodded, and they continued. Now they were walking, and then a thick mist came. No, but I'm gonna correct something. Naruto doesn't use a sword because I want to give him the executioner's blade. Anyways, Naruto doesn't use a sword. He sliced off the demon brother's head with a kunai. Anyways, alright. A thick mist came, and Naruto and Kakashi and Sasuke doesn't know. Naruto and Kakashi instantly noticed that this mist wasn't normal mist. It was chakra. And suddenly they heard a rump moving in the bushes, and Sasuke threw a kunai, and it was a rabbit, but Sasuke killed him. Then, because Sakura wasn't here, nobody said anything. And then Naruto said, "Everyone duck," and he grabbed Tarzan up, pulling him down the ground. And then a big sword was came and hit a tree. It was and then a man with bandages wrapping on his face and without wearing a shirt. I don't think he was wearing a shirt. Yeah, he wasn't wearing a shirt. With a hidden mist, a headband with a scratch on it, was standing on the handle of the sword, and he said, "Wow, a couple of breaths, and whoa, the copy named Kakashi of the Sharingan." And Sasuke wasn't confused, wasn't shocked because he already knew that Kakashi had a Sharingan. From where Itachi told him. Now, the same fight happened with Kakashi, but when Kakashi was captured in a water bubble, Naruto just activated Fox Sage mode and blitzed what's his face Zabuza, punching him one time in the gut. And if you know the strength of Sage mode, you know that it's I think it was equivalent of the strength of Tsunade, even more I think. Anyways, he punched him once in the gut, breaking all of his ribs, breaking his ribs, and breaking and even fracturing his spine. The punch was so hard that it touched his spine. I'm just making this up. I don't know science. Anyways, Zabuza couldn't even breathe and he was dying. He died. Nobody could survive that punch. Anyways, Haku could feel that Zabuza's chakra was gone, and she knew that he died, and she got pretty mad and threw all of her symbols at Naruto. But Naruto just did some hand signs and said, "Fire style just to destroy flames." Yes, he knows that jutsu, and burned all of the symbols. And then body flickered behind Haku stabbed, and he took Zabuza's sword. Body flickered behind Haku and stabbing stabbing him right through the chest, killing him instantly. Now, if the main villains of the arc are dead, it's not an arc. The same thing happened. We skip because the same thing happened with Tazuna and I don't remember the kid's name. Let's skip all the way when they were building the bridge, and then Gacho came with his men, and Tazuna was pretty scared. Tazuna was pretty scared. Then uh, Naruto just I'm gonna give Naruto another release, Purple Lightning, because I love it. Anyways, I'm gonna say Naruto. Let's say Naruto saw Kakashi use the Shidori once. Not Shidori, the lightning blade. I think it's the same thing. Anyways, he saw Kakashi use the lightning blade and he copied it. Don't ask me how. Anyways, he copied it but it was out of purple lightning. And Naruto just did that. Let's call it Purple Lightning Shidori. Now when the Gato and his men came, Naruto just said Purple Lightning Shidori and stepped them all, killing them. But he left but he left Gacho, sorry. And then he grabbed Gato by the neck and took his executioner's blade uh, and sliced off his head. But before he sliced off his head, he made Gato sign a paper that the village will take all of his properties if he dies. And then he killed him, and now the village has all of Gato's properties and his money. And the bridge was called the Great Naruto Bridge. Anyways, let's skip. They came back to I just skip a lot because everything happened the same as in canon. Anyways, they skip and we skip. 1 week they came back to the village and when they came back, Kakashi told them to meet him at the train guard 7 tomorrow. we skip tomorrow. No, we can't skip. I want to add something. When when Team 7 came, and Sakura was, yeah, and Sakura, no, yeah, not it's in Team 7. I'm stupid. Sakura was waiting for Sasuke, and when Sasuke came, she jumped on him, and then Kakashi said what I said, and he body flickered, and grabbed Naruto's hand and dragged him to his house. And the rest, I don't want to say it. If you are if you're mature, you know what happened. Not the full thing. They made out. I'm just gonna say that. Anyways, we skip one tomorrow. They were on training ground 7, and Kakashi appeared and said, oh, "I recommended you for the tuning exams." And now the Team 7 and gave them some. Kakashi gave them papers and said, "Here's your application." I think that's called. There's the application, and they all signed it. Now we skip 1 week. They all go into the tuning exam, the first stage of the tuning exam, which was in the academy. When they arrived, they a green a boy with a green spandex with bandages around his arm and with bushy brows and tried to kick Naruto, but Naruto just got his kick easily, and he was pretty shocked because nobody could catch his kick. And, Naruto asked him, "What do you want?" And what Naruto said, "What do you want and what's your name?" The boy said, "My name is Rock Lee, and I wanted and you're Naruto Uzumaki." But before he could say Namikaze, he said just Uzumaki, not Namikaze. And Rock Lee said, "Sure." And he said, Naruto said, "Yes, it's me." And Rock Lee said, "I want to challenge you." And Naruto said, couldn't you wait until the 20 exams?" And Rock Lee said, "No, I want to challenge you now." Well, Naruto said, "Well, too bad for you. I don't want to. I'm not in the mood to fight." And Rocky said, "Please." And Naruto said, "No, wait until the 20 exams." And when Lee was about to ask again, Naruto looked at him with the Kurama eyes. And I think I made Kurama female. Yeah, I made Kurama female, I think. He looked at him with Kurama eyes, and Rock Lee didn't ask him. Now, Ibiki came in, and I'm gonna skip until I don't like to talk about the written exam and the force of death. Let's say in the force of death, Sasuke got his curse mark, but before the curse mark could affect him, Naruto put some Kurama chakra, QB chakra in the curse mark, so Sasuke just has the power of the curse mark. He doesn't have Orochimaru can manipulate him. Anyway, we skip to the preliminary. I can't see it. Anyways, we skip to the matches. It's I think it was Naruto versus Kiba, because it's been a long time since I watched Naruto. It's Naruto versus Kiba. Now, Kiba is pretty arrogant, and when Naruto came entered the arena, Kiba said, "Yes, I got an easy one," and everyone, no, not now. And he started laughing. And then Naruto just, when Proctor said begin, Naruto just blitzed him, smashing his head with the stadium wall. I'm gonna do something very weird. I'm gonna make Sai a girl, and I make Kiba is dating Sai. I don't know why I did that, but I just wanted to do that. Anyways, uh, Naruto smashed Kiba's head with the stadium wall, breaking his face and knocking him out instantly because I don't like narrating boring stories, boring fights. Anyways, uh, we skip to the 1 month training arc. In this month, Naruto uh, slept through it, and he was training in his mindscape. No, no, not like that. He was training. Let's say Ino beat Sakura, and he was training. He was training Ino and training himself. Now we skip the 1 month. That's basically what happened, and Sasuke still trained with Kakashi. Now uh, we we skip the 1 month. It's I'm gonna switch it up a bit. I'm gonna say that Gara. I'm gonna say out of pure luck, Rock Lee beat Gara. I'm gonna say it's Naruto versus Lee, and when the day skip the 1 month, everyone was at the arena and Naruto was pretty late because he overslept. And Ino said, why is he late?" And then Naruto appeared with a body flicker, and smacked him on the head and said, "Why were you late?" And Naruto said with laughing a little bit, laughing nervously said, "I overslept." And she smacked him again and said, "Don't do that ever again." And then the proctor said, "The first match, Naruto Uzumaki," and before he could say Namikaze again, Naruto said, "Just Uzumaki, not Namikaze." And the proctor said, "Okay, Naruto Uzumaki versus Rock Lee." I know a lot of people were pretty confused on why Naruto didn't accept the Namikaze name because they didn't know what Minato did to him. But when Naruto came to the arena, everybody was booing him and throwing trash at him. Now, let's say instead of Tamari passing, it was Mito, and instead of Choji, no, it wasn't. Instead of Shino, it was Menna. Now, everybody was throwing trash at him. The people who liked Naruto started getting mad and releasing some bloodlust, and everybody just stopped. But they still called him Demon. Oh, this is a good fight, so I'm gonna narrate it. When they came in, Rock Lee said, "You're gonna feel the power of youth," and Naruto said, "Okay, show me what you got." And then Lee charged at Naruto, but Naruto was dodging him pretty easily. Then let's say Lee can open up to the seventh gate because he's 15, he's not 12. Before the match started, a guy told Lee to take off the weight because he knows Naruto is strong. No, not like that. The fight was going on. Lee throwing punches at Naruto, but Naruto just dodging them or blocking them. And then Lee jumped back and looked at Guy, and Guy just nodded and gave him a thumbs up. And Lee took off his weights. Now, and Lee charged at Naruto again, and Naruto was pretty surprised at his speed, and he almost got hit, but he managed to block Lee's punch. And then Lee instantly went into the fifth gate, and he was pummeling Naruto, and Kushina, and Mito were pretty worried. Then and everybody was cheering on Lee. Then Lee came and jumped up in the air and punched Naruto down on the ground, and there was a big smoke screen And when the smoke cleared, they could see Naruto's hand glowing. It was glowing the same glow as what you see on the screen. It was like that yellow with a black thing. Anyways, glowing, and they could see, and Naruto started glowing, and he transformed into a six stage mode. This transformation that you see on the screen, and everybody was pretty shocked, and they say, and the ninja say he could control not the ninja. Minato said he could control the Night's chakra, and everybody heard it in the stadium, and they were pretty shocked. And uh, when the Great Toad told Jiraiya that there would be a child of prophecy and he will be the son of Minato, he also told him that he will have a golden glow. And Jiraiya was there, and he said, "That's the child of prophecy." And they always thought that Menmo was the child of prophecy because he had yellow hair. Anyways, now Naruto started pummeling Lee to the ground, and then Lee activated his seventh gate. He could only activate it for about 10 minutes, and it was still no match. Then Lee, I think in the seventh gate you can throw the lion. Yeah, in the seventh gate. Now Lee jumped back and threw the lion at Naruto. It was at the same size as half body Susanoo. And then Naruto jumped back to the wall and then jumped in the air and then transformed into Kurama for a split for like 5 seconds, no 5 seconds, for about a minute, and then punched the lion once, making it disappear, and then detransformed and charging up his fist with as much QB chakra as possible, and punching Lee once in the face, sending him to the wall, breaking the wall, and sending him to a lot of buildings. And that was Naruto 1. Now, this is gonna end it off the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is the longest video I've ever done. See you. Peace. And don't forget to subscribe.